Balloon Beats.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. I'm Patrick Hennessy. That's Jalen. That's Para. How we doing tonight, boys?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm doing
Para,
great.
I think you're not doing too good.
Tell us what's going on, Parrot.
I got COVID tested. But
Was it
luckily,
positive?
nah, I'm negative, bro.
Hey,
We're back in
party,
business.
party.
No parties.
Wait, I gotta get my lights. Hold on. Pause. Just 1 second. 1 second. We gotta celebrate.
By the time you figure out how to turn,
Yeah, negative COVID. Let's go.
Oh goodness.
Back to the fact of the matter of tonight. I want to talk about Trevor Bauer.
love
Trevor Bauer, the man, the myth, the legend.
Wait.
Oh,
Everyone
no.
stop for 1 second. I want
no.
to give a big shout out to Devin Williams and Kyle Lewis, the first two black baseball players to win the Rookie of the Year
I love
the
that.
same year.
We need lights for that.
Yeah, we need lights. Definitely lights. Let's go lights.
Let's go lights.
Run it up. I'm wearing
Shout out
my
Kyle Lewis. Shout
my
out Devin.
Seattle Mariners Ken Griffey hat to celebrate, wearing the Jackie Robinson t-shirt also to celebrate. So just want to give a quick shout out to that. We may continue.
Perfect. So back to Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer is the man. I cannot talk about Trevor Bauer without being excited. The man's just a legend on and off the field. And I'm going to make the statement of saying that if the Yankees signs him, they would win the World Series automatically next season. And it surprises me that they are not going heavier in on him than what we've seen so far. Para, you start us off and let us know what you think about Trevor Bauer.
Well, when you think about Trevor Bauer, obviously he's going to win the National League Cy Young. He had a below a 2 ERA. Everybody's talking about the controversy between him and Garrett Cole. So, but if you honestly bring Trevor Bauer into the Yankees rotation, he's easily your number 2 starter. And then you're going to have Severino back in July. So a nice solid Cole, Bauer, Severino. That's a great start to go into playoffs. But the Yankees right now are thinking about their pockets. They're billionaires and thinking about the money in their pockets. So if you don't go after him and you see teams like the Blue Jays or the Padres or even the Mets, the team next door with a brand new owner who's willing to spend money to improve the team, that's kind of telling you something that they want to be on this World Series drought for more years to come. So if you don't go after Bauer, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
Bauer's pissed.
I don't think that the Bauer Cole situation is going to really factor into it at all. I think more so the fact that he's so active on Twitter. He just stirs a lot of stuff up.
I think they squashed the beef. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
but
I don't
even
think
if
they hate him.
the Yankees have not really ever shied away from bringing guys together who have had problems. Even like with the managers, that I don't think they really care about that as long as they can win. But I do think like right now where the Yankees are at, we talked a little bit about it on Unhinged Talk. They're just like they're trying to get under this luxury tax. There's some news that we can get into a little bit later, like with the vaccine and all that stuff that Hal apparently is looking at and is excited about. That might encourage them to spend. We'll get into that later. We gotta save that for later.
I have not heard of it.
We'll get into that later. But my point being, right now, as things stand right now, the Yankees are trying to get under that 210, and obviously Trevor Bauer. They just paid a guy 300 and whatever, however much he got, 24 million. I don't see them dishing out that kind of money again. So.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Jalen, you got to go back to the Hal vaccine thing. So you're telling me Hal Steinbrenner is optimistic because there's vaccine news, so that's going to make him spend more money?
So the reports were, I think it was like the New York Post that said something about it, and like the Daily News, whatever. They were saying because apparently there's some company that's moving closer to a vaccine or had like 90 there was something like that in the news. I didn't really pay too much attention to it, but
they said it's 90% effective, and
yeah,
I think Dr. Fauci said they're trying to have it into the United States by next month, and there's going to be
something like that. And Paris is going to be patient zero.
Hell no, I'm no guinea pig, bro.
No, let's be honest though. Let's say you were offered $10 million to be the first person to try the vaccine. Are you doing it,
bro? Of course.
Yeah.
I don't. If I die, that's fine. I'll just give like the money to my family.
Nah.
Look at Jalen. What a quality guy.
Are you kidding me?
If money's involved, I'll do it.
Just to test the vaccine on me?
Yeah.
Like, what if it? Okay, I get $10 million. If it works, I have $10 million and I'm cured.
Yeah, but what if it turns you into like a fucking ostrich?
Then I'm a fucking ostrich and I have $10 million. Name another ostrich that has $10 million.
Where did you ever see an ostrich that can rap and cook chicken parmesan in his apartment?
That's true.
That's what I'm saying, guys.
One of these days, like with the off season, like once we're like deep into it and there's nothing to talk about, I think we need like a cooking stream where Jalen just teaches us how to make like chicken parm or like baked.
I can do that. We can definitely do like a live, like a Rachel Ray style Food Network.
Rachel Ray.
Just name
Not Gordon Ramsay because I feel like I'm not as rude in the kitchen. Like I like to cook with love. So.
Just name
All right, this is getting weird. Let's get back to Trevor Bauer. This is getting weird.
So back into Trevor Bauer. I said this on our podcast with Jalen yesterday. We were talking about Francisco Lindor. That's a topic for later as well. But I do think that the Yankees are only going to go one of two ways this offseason, if they even do. I don't see any scenario where they go after Bauer and Lindor. So that leads me into my question. Who do you think would be more important to this team next season and moving forward, Francisco Lindor or Trevor Bauer? Because those are the two biggest guys I would say on the market right now.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go first?
Yeah, just
cooking with Jay.
Unbiasedly, I guess I would say Trevor Bauer would be more important. Starting pitching has been our kryptonite for the past, 4 or 5 years. Every time we get down to whether it's the ALDS, the wild card game, whenever we won the wild card game, we didn't even know like who was going to start that game, which is kind of annoying. Luckily, Sevy gave us a good start his second time around, but when we get to the ALDS and the ALCS, we just kind of run out of steam as far as starting pitching goes. And we thought signing Garrett Cole was going to help, and it did. But then we lost Sevy, Paxton's down, Tanaka was more inconsistent this year. J.A. Happ was J. Happ. So we had to depend on Davy Garcia and guys that we didn't really want to depend on. So I think you solidify the 1 and 2 spots in the rotation, and then you just hope that 3 through 5 or like 5.5, you go Sevy. Hopefully you bring back Tanaka. You have Montgomery, who showed that he could, produce a little bit later in the year. You have Davy Garcia still. You have Clark Schmidt. So I would think that would be more important to solidify that spot in the rotation.
I totally agree with you. Honestly, the Yankees have so much power with the lineup, so the rotation hasn't been good in the last couple of years. the bullpen definitely needs another one or two players. I'm looking at Brad Hand, but Trevor Bauer is so important to have because the Yankees haven't had a 1-2 punch since what 09 with Sabathia, somewhat of AJ Burnett or Andy Pettit.
It wouldn't even be the same,
I
honestly.
guess that's like.
But this is you're having
that's like the
two of the
closest.
most.
We haven't had two like solidified aces in their prime at the same time. That would be ridiculous. That's like that's like having like Clayton Kershaw and Walker Buehler. Like we can match that.
That's like Kershaw and Greinke when the Dodgers had that.
Yeah. How long was Greinke a Dodger? Was it more than a year?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 or 3 years, maybe. Could be wrong, but
yeah, that's like those two getting two guys like that when they're peaking. Like Cole is in his window right now. For the next like 3 or maybe 4 years, he's going to be at the highest level of his performance. Trevor Bauer, same thing. I think Trevor Bauer was only like 28, 29. Yeah. And I don't know, man. Like that would be insane to just have.
Yeah, I would say they're both in their prime right now. I would say
they would
Bauer's
make each other better.
Yeah, it would be nice to have 2 top 10 pitchers of baseball in your same rotation. And honestly, you need that, but they're thinking about their pockets right now. So
yeah, honestly, but that's my thing. That's why that leads me into like my next question here. Like here we are, 3 in the grand scheme of thing, dumbasses compared to the New York Yankees organization and the scouts and the number of analytics they go through. So why is it that we sit here and we can talk about how important Trevor Bauer would be to the Yankees organization, but maybe they are doing this, but it just doesn't seem like they realize how important signing another guy like Trevor Bauer in this rotation would be. Why? Like, why don't they care?
Because the Yankees would rather have the cheap end of the deal, sign like guys like Garrett Richards or Charlie Morton to a 1-year deal, rather than have a commitment to another pitcher for 4 years plus. So
I could see them definitely signing like Taijuan Walker and just calling it an off season.
I could definitely see them bringing back Brett Gardner to a $5 million deal.
Para, I'm gonna remove you from this call right now.
You can't do that right now, Para.
I'm not trying to act
tonight, bro.
I'm not trying to be the Debbie Downer because that's the accuracy of the Yankees. Instead of going out and getting stuff they need, they bring in guys.
Oh, I know.
That's the sad part. We don't need Brett Gardner. You have Clint Frazier, a 25-year-old left fielder that actually proved himself. He improved his defense. He improved his offense. But you still stuck out and went with a guy that batted, what, 212?
To be fair, though, I wouldn't mind bringing Gardner back. It's just, it seems like every time we have the same discussion, every offseason, and the same thing gets said, it's like, sure, bring him back as long as he rides the bench and he comes in as defensive replacement, maybe 1 or 2 starts every other week. And what ends up happening is he'll get a start because somebody will get injured, and he'll maybe hit like 1 home run in a series, and Aaron Boone's like, we found our future left fielder like for the next 10 years, and he plays the rest of it. And then he gets 450 at bats, and then we're like, how we look back on the season, it's like, how was this guy our most like consistent left fielder?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I do think the Yankees are gonna re-sign Brett Gardner this offseason. So when they do, I think immediately once the news breaks, we go live and have like a funeral stream for the hopes of just Brett Gardner being gone absolutely dead.
Para has to shave his eyebrows.
Ooh. Para, that's another thing. Para, you consistently have solid ass eyebrows. I mean, now we're going off on a totally different topic, like with what we did with cooking, but solid eyebrows.
We have bushy eyebrows. What you want?
I have no eyebrows. Like my eyebrows are nothing.
You have decent eyebrows.
Thanks,
but decent. But Jalen can grow. Jalen can grow a decent.
What? Fro. Wait, what? I can do what?
He can grow a decent afro.
Pause.
Oh yeah, with curls.
Yeah. All right.
This is what I'm talking about, bro. Like we need Lindor bad.
So you go off topic and talk about my eyebrows, and you think I'm saying something inappropriate about
because you took it. You all right? Whatever. So let's take it back to baseball discussion once again. Lindor, Jalen, you love Lindor. Do you have any updates for us? Because I know yesterday you said you haven't really talked to him, but did you talk to him in the past 24 hours?
Yeah, actually. So he saw our episode 53 of Unhinged Talk.
Gotcha.
And he gave me a call, and he was just saying, I really appreciate all those kind words that you gave me. And he's excited, man. He's excited to get a change of scenery. He hopes to be going to a contender. Unfortunately, he said he wouldn't mind going to the Mets just because he could he could get a little apartment with Gio Urshela, kind of like what Giancarlo Stanton did with AJ Ramos when they went to the Mets and the Yankees respectively. So he would be okay with that. However, he would love to play with Gio Urshela and play in the Bronx. But it's out of his hands. There's nothing he could really do. We actually did, but this morning, me and him, we linked up. We went actually to a local field down here in Miami, and took some grounders with him. We took a nice little photo afterwards. So
that's awesome. Yeah, let me actually pop that up on the screen right now because it's a great picture.
Yeah.
Let me just. There we go. It's a solid picture of you.
That was earlier this morning.
I just have one issue.
My mask.
Yeah, he's being very safe, and you're not, Jalen. You don't care if you give him COVID.
Here's what happened. So when we were doing our drills, it was so high intensity that we would take our mask off, and he was actually just fungoing at that point. So he still had his mask on, but when they just said, "Oh, come and take the picture," and so
I think he's just such a quality guy. Like he doesn't leave any. If he's out in public, he has a mask on. Like I think he double masks it, right?
He does. Yeah.
Such a great guy. And you know what? I can't wait to go on Twitter after this and see we've been banned for like fake news because that's exactly what's going.
That's tough.
But back to reality here once again. I know this show is supposed to be about Trevor Bauer. So I know we mentioned how unrealistic the idea of Trevor Bauer signing with the Yankees actually is. As much as we want him, I don't see it as being a high possibility. But the Yankees clearly do have some holes in their rotation. Where do you guys think they turn as far as that goes?
Honestly, I'm debating on whether they bring back Masahiro Tanaka because honestly, I don't see him coming back. As much as I want him to come back on a 1 or 2 year deal, I could see him going out to the West Coast, maybe to the Angels, or going back to Japan. But honestly, we have a bunch of young arms in our system. You saw what Debbie Garcia can do, so he can be your number 4 or 5 starter. But
I think that no, go ahead.
No, I would even go cheap. I would even sign Corey Kluber. I said it all the last time we went live. So
yeah, no, I agree with that. I think that there's no big signing coming up for the Yankees as far as starting pitching goes, but I could definitely see a Corey Kluber type deal. I think Tanaka either stays a Yankee or he goes to Japan. I don't see him going to another team. He was really passionate about winning a World Series with the Yankees. They showed him the most interest when he was posted from Japan. They were scouting him from when he was a teenager, so he has a really deep tie to the Yankees. So I think if they don't meet his price tag, he might go a little bit lower for the Yankees, just because he did get a huge contract from them, and he is not old, but he's made his money, the most money he's going to make. So I could see him doing a 1-and-1 deal, like second year club option or vesting option. I could see that just to go after the ring 1 more year, or 2 more years. But I don't know if he goes to a team like the Angels where he might be closer to home. He might get more innings, but he knows he's not going to compete for a World Series. So that guy's a big winner. He wants to win. So
he's only 31, which is surprisingly.
I thought he was like 40.
I know he has the mentality of a god. That's exactly what it is.
He was signed in 2013, right?
20.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, before the 2014 season. But let me ask you guys a question. Do you ever have dreams at night, right? Trust me, this is going somewhere. You ever have dreams at night where you wake up and completely forget about it, but then later on in the day, something just flips your switch and you remember what it was?
Basically, yeah.
Let's hear where you're going with this first.
Okay, so where I'm going with this is I had a dream last night. I don't know if this is the sick Yankee fan in me, but it was the 2021 ALCS, and we're facing the Minnesota Twins, and we were down 2-0 in the ALCS, and we were all so pissed, and I was another year of this bullshit, because it was game 2. Tanaka was on the mound, and he shit the bed, and I was bro, this is supposed to be playoff Tanaka. That was my dream last night. Yeah,
we didn't come back and win, or nothing.
I woke up. No,
that's horrible.
He woke up in his nightmare.
I woke up.
It wasn't a dream. It was a nightmare, bro.
We were down 2-0 in the LCS to the Twins, and I wanted to cry. Yeah, so that was my dream. Hopefully, it doesn't come true. But Kevin Gossman might be a good option if he doesn't get the qualifying offer. I could definitely see that happening.
If he gets the qualifying offer, he's going to take it.
Yeah.
So.
Sign Kluber for 1 year, re-sign Tanaka, then have Garcia, Montgomery start until Sevy comes back. That wouldn't be a bad idea either. They definitely need 2 arms, regardless if they're bringing back guys or signing someone new. Has to be 2 arms. There's no doubt about it because you're losing Tanaka, Paxton, and Happ, and you don't know what you're getting out of Herman. Wife beater, screw you, Herman. Like if you're watching this, like with your crazy ass personality,
I don't even think he's going to be back with the club at all.
I would not be surprised. He's like a Greg Bird situation, honestly.
Or one of those guys that they just say, he's eligible to return, but they just kind of somehow, some way keep him away from the team. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't just release him. He's not owed a lot of money. He's he's still on his rookie deal, but
the status for Herman, I think he's eligible. Spring training. Pretty sure.
I think he has a couple more games in his.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe. No. They reinstated him.
I thought he would have been eligible for the postseason.
Yeah, they reinstated him. So
yeah, so he would have.
But the Yankees. But that's the thing. I agree with you guys. I don't think he's going to come back to the team because MLB reinstated him from their suspension, but the Yankees haven't reinstated him. Oh. Look who it is. Brian, where you at, buddy?
Brian, do you want to come on? Brian, if you join right now. If you join the link right now, I'll let you come on the podcast. How about that? But
he's too busy. He's too busy. He has a quinceañera tonight.
He has his Captain America costume on or ready to go. But I was told there's no room. Brian, I just said if you want to come on right now, I'll let you in. Like, how would you guys
stop making excuses?
Give more in a 1 year deal. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like everyone says, there's no such thing as a bad 1 year deal.
I would love more. Charlie Morton, I think, he's
a gamer.
I'm really not sure he's gonna go anywhere besides the Rays. Yeah. But I would love to have Charlie Morton, another veteran presence in the rotation, someone that is proven to be a good big game pitcher. So I would love that.
No. Is he even joining?
Probably not, because he has his costume on. He's like all ready for dessert. But I have one guy in mind. I don't even know if he's a free agent. But let's take a look at him really quick. What do you guys think?
Bring him back. Bring the.
You should Photoshop him into a Yankees uniform.
Honestly, I probably could. You know, wait. Let me try to Photoshop it really quick. Just close your eyes, like super quick.
Why are you in all caps?
Very aggressive with it, bro.
Yelling at Google. That's an amazing Photoshop job.
Bro. You think Higawa would come out of retirement and come pitch?
No, we're not going down that rabbit hole again.
Higawa.
I refuse to go back down that rabbit hole.
Yo, what does the stream look like from our phones? That's
just watching the stream.
Am I that behind?
No, I think it just starts from the beginning.
Look like from our phones.
Jalen, my ears. All right.
It's crazy. Sorry.
You know what? He didn't have a bad short-term season. Just leave the barn tower behind. Pineda was a product of being a modern pitcher in 2014. He had insane strikeout stuff, but they never let him rack up Ks.
I think he just sucked. I honestly he did have no. he had good strikeout stuff, but so did Nate Eovaldi. Nate Eovaldi, everyone thought Nate Eovaldi, even me included, I thought Nate Eovaldi was going to blossom into a top tier starting pitcher because the guy threw 99 miles an hour. His splitter was disgusting. But if you don't have the work ethic behind it, I'm not saying Eovaldi didn't, but Pineda, we all know Pineda, he didn't put in the work that he needed to get advanced to that next level. He was in terrible shape consistently throughout his career. And I think the Yankees traded for him because they saw that he had potential, and he just he didn't live up to it at all. I do not regret letting him go at all.
I mean, he only had that 16-game strikeout. That 16 strikeout game.
He did have a 16 game. He had a 16-game strikeout. That was amazing.
You know, Michael Pineda is watching this right now and just crying somewhere. Just for you roasting him for no reason.
Is he a free agent? Is he a free agent or is he still on the Twins?
I don't know. Let me check.
I mean, guys like that they're so that's what the Yankees do. They try to get these guys that we think we can change them. or get the most out of him. That's hilarious.
Let me see if he's a free agent. Should I scream at Google again?
Yeah, of course.
I just Googled Google. Fuck.
Would you Google?
I just Googled Google, bro.
It's been a long day.
Is Michael Pineda a free agent? I think he is. I mean, I could be wrong. Pineda is one of the few free agents in the disc. Oh, no, that's from last year. Oh, no, he signed a 2-year deal with the Twins, so he's a free agent next year.
2 years, 10 mil a year?
11 mil. That says 20 mil, right? Oh, yeah, 10 mil.
Quick math.
Quick mots. 1, 2, 3, quick mots. Yeah, so I think that's going to wrap it up for us tonight.
We need that clip saved. You saying 1, 2, 3, quick mots.
1, 2, 3, quick mots.
I need that clip.
So I think we should just end it in a British accent. Actually, no, it's probably offensive, right? Could we get canceled for that?
No.
No,
I mean,
probably not.
They're on lockdown
Probably
right
not,
now.
right?
British,
Yeah.
no. British is fair game.
Yeah, no. I mean, because honestly, actually, let me not get into this right now. Because, yeah, all right. So, unless you guys have anything else to interject about the starting rotation, it's gonna wrap it up for us on this fine Monday evening.
Go get Frankie Lindor.
Jesus. Jalen, do you ever dream about Francisco Lindor? Like, in all seriousness?
Like daydream? Yeah, I don't go to sleep thinking about another man, but I will say that I...
Yeah, but you fall asleep looking at his picture, don't you?
Yeah, it's right next to it. I have it
no,
right
exactly.
There. But, yeah, no, I definitely do dream about him in pinstripes, him running out onto the field under the bright lights, me in section 212 with his jersey on, and he's yelling out to me. He's like, and I'm like, and you know, I'm carrying the Puerto Rican flag on my back.
And then Brian's next to him. Brian's next to you, waving the bandanas.
Yeah, the lights start going off. The lights start going off in the stadium.
No,
all right, boys.
It's seconds, not pause.
Yes, seconds. So it's gonna wrap it up for us tonight. Pretty sure we're gonna be live again on Wednesday for another Unhinged live, and then Thursday we got live trivia again. So I think in honor of Brian, we're gonna end this off with a video of Brian.
What happened to Brian?
I don't know. He just disappeared from the chat. So we will see you guys on Wednesday. Enjoy your Monday night. It's beautiful out. It feels like spring. Have a good night.
Not here. But all right. Continue.
I cannot wait until Brett Gardner's number is retired. It's just he's going to be in the festival in Monument Park. He's going to be